hello everyone. I am Zhang. I am a new member of the club. So I was voted in a couple weeks ago, and now what? Oh, here's Kristi. Hey, Kristi.
Hi, Sho. Nice to meet you.
You too. Do you have a second? Can I talk to you for a minute?
Of course, I'd love that.
Awesome. So, as you know, I just joined the club, and Luqing was actually the one who talked me into becoming a member and, start to practice public speaking with her. But then she decided to move to somewhere it doesn't snow in April, So
Arizona, that's right. We miss her.
Yeah, so now I'm kind of on my own, and I would really appreciate some help. Can you help?
I think I can.
Okay.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions first?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Can you tell me a little bit about why you joined Toastmasters?
Oh, sure, of course. I have 1,000 reasons why I joined. One of them was because Luqing asked me to. But why don't I just share the top 3 with you maybe?
Sure.
Let's start from there. So, so the first thing is that since I am scheduled to give my very first
This really isn't our fault. It is this computer right there.
Where were we? I'm scheduled to give my very first. That's fine. I'm scheduled to give my very first icebreaker speech in a couple weeks. I have a lot of ideas in my mind, and I would like to share a lot with the audience. I want them to know everything about me, but 5 to 7 minutes is definitely not enough. So I would really appreciate some help if you can help me organize my thought and maybe come up with what do you think would interest the audience the most. That would be very helpful. And second of all, I'm a horrible evaluator. So a lot of times when a speaker gave us a speech that I feel really related to, I really want to continue the conversation with her. I want to share more with her about what I've also experienced. But to me, in my mind, evaluation is not really about continuing the conversation, but really giving advices on how they can improve on their speaking abilities.
You're right.
So the third thing is that since I'm not English is not my native tongue, so I can use some help on correcting my maybe pronunciation or grammar. That will be great. So do you think you can help maybe?
Right, and might not be me, but it does sound like what I'd recommend for you is that we assign you a mentor in Toastmasters. Toastmasters has this amazing mentorship program, and I think that you'd really benefit from a mentor. Does that sound something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, that sounds great, but could you tell me a little bit more about what can a mentor do?
I can.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. We need this night before. We're not. Is it because I'm standing next to it? All right. Okay. I can tell you what a mentor can do.
Awesome.
The one thing a mentor will be able to help you with, Sho, is that Toastmasters has now moved into the 21st century where everything is online.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That program is called Pathways.
Okay.
So your mentor can perhaps help you navigate that Pathways program, get you all set up on that. Definitely the Toastmaster can help you organize your thoughts and help you focus down on some speech ideas if you need help.
Lovely.
Just narrowing that down. It can your mentor, there's lots of rules in the club. Everybody has an agenda. Before you do some of those rules, like maybe you're evaluating for the first time, it'd be nice if your mentor would help you walk you through some of those evaluation tips like you've asked. How do you keep that evaluation focused on the person speaking? Also, usually a mentor has been in the club 6 months or more and has developed some tips and tricks that they can share with you as well. Your mentor can also make time for you because we can't have conversations generally in meetings like this. So really your mentor can make time for you before the meeting or after the meeting, and usually we set aside time apart from the meeting entirely to work with you and give you feedback on speeches that you've done or the ways that you've done some of the roles in the club. So lots of opportunities for a mentor to help a new member.
Wonderful. That sounds exactly what I'm looking for.
That's
and
awesome.
It sounds like I will get some help on improving wherever I would like to improve myself improving on. And also I would get some valuable one-on-one feedback from that mentor who really cares about my success.
Right. Nobody else cares about your success.
Everybody cares about my success, but
the person we've assigned to you, yeah.
Does that mean that I can only go to that person for all kinds of advices, or can I, let's say I notice that Rick is very good in sense of humor and also time management and everything else. So if I need some advice on some other areas that I identify that I also want to improve on, can I go to Rick or anyone
Absolutely,
else?
right.
Okay.
You'll be assigned a mentor, but you're absolutely free to talk to anybody else in the club. Toastmasters in the program differentiates coaching from mentoring. So even for existing members, if there's an area that you want to focus on, vocal variety or gestures, there's other people who do that really well. You could ask for them to coach you. Coaching generally is a more limited time and it's focused on specific tasks. So you could get some coaching help from anybody, and you're welcome to leave your mentor at any time. You don't have to stick with a mentor forever and ever. Like even a year later, you don't have to have a mentor. Yeah.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, and then also a mentor can go with you to speech contests, like on Friday. Sorry about that. Like on Friday when Dave and Eric and Ning competed, a mentor can hang out with you at speech contests.
Oh, I would love to go into those contests with you
least
if
once.
you are assigned to my
Yeah.
mentor. Yeah, that sounds like something very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So, so can I just let's pretend now you're my mentor, can I just schedule a meeting with you and then let's sit down together and maybe think about how do we want to do this? How long and how often do we want to meet, or is that what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, since we both are fun employed at Mayo Clinic, I think it's going to be easier for you and I to get together. And what we'd like to propose is that we look at our roster of skills that doesn't yet exist, but when it does, it's going to show us each member and what they feel they have specific expertise in. So for the people in the club, everybody has in front of you a piece of paper. At the bottom of that paper, there's a perforated line. If you'll fill that out for us, we'd like you to put your name, any areas that you feel you have specific expertise, whether that's humor, speech development, evaluation, vocal variety, anything that somebody might want help on. Put that in the expertise column, and then if there's areas where you would like additional coaching or if you feel that you want a mentor, put that in the interest in improving. And the idea here is that we would want to match up the 3 things you want to work on with maybe 3 things that somebody else is really good at. And that is, it just so happens that you and I match up perfectly. The 3 things I'm
what
good
a coincidence.
at are just exactly what you want to work
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so I agree, I would love to mentor you. That sounds like a great idea. And I'm the vice president of education.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my role, is to match new members up with mentors.
Oh, good to
That's
know
one
that.
of the things I do.
Okay.
So it looks like you and I match nicely. So let's get together. And in that very first that very first meeting, what I propose that we do is stay away from the screen. What I propose that we do is talk through this expectation list that we have for the mentor. Toastmasters uses the word protege, for the mentor and the protege. And what I like about it, it's me, at myself, as a mentor, what my expectations are of myself, what I will bring to the program, and then what my expectations of my protege or you would be. And then the same goes for you. What are your expectations of yourself, and what are your expectations of me as your mentor?
So for my expectations, I have thousands of them. So why don't we map out a 5-year plan for the mentorship? Sounds good?
I love that idea.
Okay. So it sounds like you're going to invest a lot of time on me, but I don't want you to just help me improve. I hope there's also something you can get out of from this program.
There is absolutely
things that I will get out of this program. I've mentored other people before.
Oh.
Sometimes I did a good job, sometimes not so good. But definitely it's rewarding, and even when I don't do a good job, I learn from those experiences. But I know that one of the best rewarding parts of it is that I know that I'm helping you be a better speaker or a better leader, if those are the things you want to focus on.
Yeah, you're the only one cares about my success.
I am the only one. So I can help you be a better person. And also offering, I get those fresh perspectives, like when you are going to share your speech ideas with me, those will give me ideas as well. So it broadens my horizons as well. And then also, it invests in our club, because especially new members, Toastmasters can be extremely overwhelming. And by investing in an individual, it's likely that they'll stay, and then years and years later, they'll be up here doing
Wow.
speeches just like this.
Okay.
And it helps with our club program as well. We're both in the persuasive influence pathway, and in the second level, one of the projects is mentoring, and that's what I'm working on right now. So it's perfect for me, actually.
Well, that sounds fantastic, and I'm even interested in that. Going down the pathway to see what are the evaluation program is like, and also the contest you mentioned sounds really interesting.
Yeah, contests are so fun.
Yeah, maybe we can discuss a little further about how to prepare myself as a contestant. Doesn't that sound
Contestant?
Contestant.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I need a mentor for.
Yeah, no problem. Help you catch your breath.
Yes, I'm doing it. Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. So shall we do that?
Let's do that, shall we?
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Kristi.
Thank you, Xhang.